Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Sunday 19th. Man, I really need to get in for glasses. Badly. Need to get in for glasses. Either that or I'm just not quite awake yet and everything isn't. Here, let's try this. All right, that helped a little. Kenny Mabry, welcome on Instagram. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and say hello. Let me know whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. And fantastic stuff, yeah. All right. We have podcasts if you'd like to check those out. Jeff, good morning. Good to see you. On Instagram, kind of waiting for whatchamacallit to catch up. Facebook. So, but today we're going to talk about understanding the malady. The malady being our addiction, right? I kind of like the view we're coming from today because we're coming from the view of the person being afflicted by the disease. So not us. But I find that it's just as important for us to cover this. Why? Because we need to understand the malady for a few reasons ourselves. Number one, we're going to be dealing with it with us. And number two, we're going to be dealing with it with other people. Give me 1 second. Everything okay, babe?
Yeah.
Okay. So those are kind of the, that's why we need to understand the malady. And, probably thinking, Dion, I understand my malady. I'm past the first step. What the fuck's wrong with you? Well, your malady may not be the only one. Other people may have other maladies in their life. And we're going to have to kind of be aware of those in order to be able to help out, right? Maybe one malady you didn't really go through. Like, let's say you didn't lose your driver's license. A lot of people in the program do not lose their driver's license. There's a lot of people that don't. I did. Right? Actually, this is a perfect example, and this is usually, and people. I always give a little pause after I tell people I don't have my driver's license because I wait for it. Because I want to say, oh, DUI? Nope. Child support. Different malady. Same behavior, different malady, right? Yep. I know people. Why do you take me? And I hear it every time that people always jump on my side. Why do they take your driver's license away? That just I get it. I kind of do, and I'll tell you why. Because having your driver's license is a privilege, not a right. It's a privilege. That's why. Your freedom's a privilege too. At least that's the way I see it. I have a right to have my driver's license. I still got around very well. Did it suck ass? Oh yeah. Do I totally? I'm telling you, I get it. I understand. I don't agree with it. The good thing is this: my insurance is really low because I don't have any. I have all my points. I have a perfect driving record. So hence my malady there, right? Because it wasn't a DUI, it was just a suspended license. So let's get to what they're saying here. When dealing with an alcoholic, there may be a natural annoyance that a man could be so weak, ouch, stupid, and irresponsible. I don't know that I want to read this now. It kind of hurts. Even when you understand the malady better, you maybe feel this feeling rising. Can you feel it rising for them, man? And what they go and what they had to go through. Page 139. It's got to be in Two Wives. I already forgot that page. 139. Isn't that what we read yesterday? Oh no, now we're in now we're in the chapter to employers. So this isn't our wives talking about it. This is our employers talking about it. Hi Kitty. Bye Kitty. You've been doing really good with whining, have you noticed? Been doing better with it. Appreciate it, Kitty. Okay. It's always hard to figure out where to start in these because there's stories and blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to start. If you desire to help, it might be well to disregard your own drinking or lack of it. Now, again, they are talking to the employer here. Okay. Morning, Jackie. Good to see you. Maybe nowadays this is a little different. The law, I would have to say, it's different in the fact that of laws. If you work for somebody, they cannot fire you because of your alcoholism. They have to actually get you help. It doesn't always work like that. They usually just let you go for some other reason. They don't need a reason to let you go, right? So, good morning. It says Facebook user, so I don't know who it is. Whether you are a hard drinker, a moderate drinker, or a teetotaler, you will have some pretty strong opinions, perhaps prejudices. All right, for the people jumping on, we are in two employers, and we are talking about the employer trying to understand the malady that the alcoholic goes through. I'm going to start this paragraph over. If you desire to help, it might be well to disregard your own drinking or lack of it. Whether you are a hard drinker, a moderate drinker, or a teetotaler, you may have some pretty strong opinions, perhaps prejudice. Those who drink moderately may be more annoyed with an alcoholic than a total abstainer would be. Drinking occasionally and understanding your own reactions, it is possible for you to become quite sure of many things which, so far as the alcoholic is concerned, are not always so. As a moderate drinker, you can take your liquor or leave it alone whenever you want to. You control your drinking. Or an evening, you could go out on a mild bender, get up in the morning, shake your head, and go to your business. To you, liquor is no real problem. You cannot see why it should be to anyone else save the spineless and stupid. When dealing with an alcoholic, there may be a natural annoyance that the man could be so weak, stupid, and irresponsible. Even when you understand the malady better, you may feel this rising again. A look at an alcoholic in your organization is many times illuminating. Is he not usually brilliant, fast-thinking, imaginative, and likable? When sober, does he not work hard and have a knack of getting things done? If he had these qualities and did not drink, would he be worth retaining? Should he have the same consideration as other ailing employees? Is he worth salvaging? If your decision is yes, whether the reason be humanitarian or business or both, then the following suggestions may be helpful. Morning, Jill. Good to see you. Can you disregard the feeling that you are dealing with only with habit and stubbornness or a weak will? If this presents difficulty, rereading chapters 2 and 3, where the alcoholic sickness is discussed at length, might be worthwhile. You as a businessman want to know the necessities before considering the result. If you concede that your employee is ill, can he be forgiven for what he has done in the past? Can his past absurdities be forgotten? Can it be appreciated that he has been a victim of crooked thinking directly caused by the action of alcohol on his brain. It was fun. I think I've told you guys about this before where I was in court. I was in federal court in Houston, and we were talking about contracts in the banking field. Contracts in banking. How fucking boring is that? Right? We were suing another company, and they went up. They instead of talking about what it is that I know, they decided to pick on my drinking. Well, Dion, weren't you fired because of your drinking? Weren't you? That would have been so illegal. Now that I'm thinking about it, but they tried. They just tried so hard to focus on my alcoholism, and to this day, I still want to punch them in the face for it. We won the case, so. Having suffered from alcoholism, I should understand the illness, but sometimes I feel annoyance. What? Alcoholics can be annoying? Especially when they're drinking? What? Get the fuck over it. That's all I have to say. All right, get the fuck over it. It's not your problem. I feel annoyance, even contempt towards a person who cannot make it in AA. I have felt bad for a lot of people that haven't made it, but I've never felt annoyed by somebody not making it. I've seen too many people not make it, especially when I first got in. I was 19. My first year, I saw 4 or 5 people die from this disease, and so I don't have any contempt. Well, if it's Santa, then, and I've got 2 Facebook users, so if it's Santa, it's probably Shane. When I feel that way, I'm satisfying my false sense of superiority, and I must remember, but for the grace of God, there go I. Yeah. That's why you're annoyed, because you're staring at yourself, and guess what? You don't like yourself yet. You're still working on that part, right? It takes a little while to learn how to like yourself and do this work, put in the work, and do what it is that you need to do, right? I might have said that was so annoying, but not felt that way. Okay. I can understand, a little bit of annoyance in there, but I've never strayed out, but just been frustrated with somebody. And that's because I've been there. I know what it's like. And it's all I can think when I see people going through that is, I'm glad it's not me. I'm sorry if that's what goes through my mind. Because I'd rather die. Seriously, I would rather die than detox again. If I had the choice. But when it comes to alcohol, my options are a little bit different today. Now my options are, what kind of person am I going to be for the day? So, all right, I got to get ready to go take the grandkids home. So I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Go Broncos. Anyway, but let's just go with, but for the grace of God. Let's end it with there today. Thank you. Thank you, Facebook user 2. All right. But for the grace of God, go I. Love you guys. Peace out.